Wait a minute. So you're telling me it's Babar, not Babar? Well, sorry Babar, I mispronounced your name all of these years. Hey everyone, this is Rowdy's Blog Animation Bliss, and welcome to another Spotlight Cartoon Corner. So today's Spotlight cartoon is the animated series Babar. So the series starts off with a young elephant named Babar, and we get to see how his mother ends up being killed by a hunter, and it was then that he ends up going into a human town, and he ends up being adopted by an old lady named Madame. And it was there that Babar starts learning more about human civilization, and he decides to bring that to his fellow elephants. And it was there that he decides to become the king of Celestville. And later on in the series, we get to see Babar as an adult, and he ends up having a family, and we get to see how he and his family learn life lessons throughout the series. So what are my thoughts about Babar? I absolutely really enjoyed this show. So let's talk about what I did like about the show. So the first thing that I liked about the show was the narrative structure. So it's rare that you see a lot of kids shows that actually have the main character start off as a young child, and then we get to see that character progress into an adult within the same series. Like usually whenever you see a lot of TV shows that feature main characters, usually it focuses on the main character being an adult, or it focuses on the main character being a child. And whenever you want to see an older version or a younger version of the main character, they usually make a separate TV series for that. Well, Babar was very unique as a show, as it was one of the rare shows that shows Babar as a kid in the first few seasons, and then we get to see him grow up as an adult in the later seasons. And I really love that narrative structure for the series, because it really did a good job at fleshing out Babar's character as the show goes on, as we get to see how Babar was struggling with becoming the king as a child, and then as the show progresses, we get to see him as an adult, and we get to see him have a family and try to take care of his family, as well as still trying to rule over Celestville as his king. So I really love the narrative structure in the series, as it made Babar to such a relatable character to the audience, and it did a really good job at developing his character, as it set up with the first few seasons having Babar as a young kid, and then the later seasons having Babar as an adult. Another thing that I really liked about the show were the characters themselves. As I mentioned before, Babar was a very good character in the series, as he's the character who has the most development out of all the other characters, as we get to see his journey as a child to becoming the king of Celestville as an adult. And I really love how they progress his character throughout the series. I also love the other characters themselves, as well as the secondary characters. I really like the villain Retaxis, as there's lots more layers to his character, as his main goal in the series is to take over Celestville, and he is very antagonistic towards Babar, but at the same time, he can be really nice when he wants to be, and there is a soft side to his character, and he will help out Babar when the situation gets dire. So I do like the fact that Lord Retaxis does have a softer side to his character, as it really makes him into a complex villain character, or more like an anti-villain, and I really like that aspect of Retaxis' character. I also really like Babar's kids, as they're very similar to their father, as they get into trouble at some points, but then they usually try to learn the lesson at the end of the episode, and they try to learn when not to be so hot-headed or get into trouble so often. So I do like how this show also focuses on Babar's kids and focuses on how they grow as characters themselves. Another thing that I liked about this show was the plot. I love the fact that this show is basically about Babar becoming the king of Celestville, and it's basically about him trying to deal with becoming the king of Celestville while also trying to help out everybody with their problems. And I like how Babar is such a good king to his people, and that's what I love about Babar's character and about the premise of the show itself, is having Babar try to help out as many people as he can as being the good king of his town. Now, if there was an issue that I have with the show, it was the final season. So what happened in the final season is that Babar and his family ends up traveling around the world, and they visit all these different countries that have all these different cultures. And while these episodes weren't that bad, it was such a major shift in direction for the show itself. Like, the earlier seasons were mostly slice of life episodes that have some adventurous tones to it, but then you get to the final season and it was mostly about Babar and his family traveling across these different countries. And even though the main characters do learn lessons towards the end of the episode, the fact that they spend the last season traveling around the world was such a major shift for what was established in the earlier seasons that it was a bit off-putting for me when I watched the final season. And I was thinking to myself, is this supposed to be a spin-off series to this show? Because it seems very different from what the original series was trying to establish. So yeah, I did find the final season a bit off-putting, even though the episodes weren't that bad. It's just that I felt like the final season should have been a spin-off series or something like that. That I would have had a better time with the final season, and I wouldn't be so put off by how different the final season was to the rest of the series. So before I get into my overall thoughts about this show, I would like to let you guys know that there are affiliate links in the description box below if you are interested in buying any of the TV shows mentioned in this video. If you buy any of the TV shows mentioned in this video using the affiliate links in the description box below, then I will receive a small commission that would greatly help with this channel. So please feel free to use any of the affiliate links in the description box below if you are interested in adding any of the TV shows mentioned in this video to your TV collection. And now a word from the channel. All aboard the Animated Social Media Express. Want to send some tweets my way? Then follow me on Twitter. Want to join our special animation community? Then join our Discord group, Animation Bliss. Want to see more updates on our YouTube videos? Then check out our Facebook group, Animation Bliss. Want to download on everything going on with this channel? Then check all of the above. And now, back to the video. Overall, I really enjoyed Babar. While the final season was a major shift in direction for the show itself, I really love the fact that this show actually tackled a lot of slice of life issues and handled it in such a mature way. And I really love the fact that with the narrative structure of the show, we get to see Babar progress from a child to an adult. And it's done in such a natural way that I really enjoy what the show was doing with that concept. And if you want to watch another animated series that's based off a popular children's book series, like this TV series was based off a set of children's books written by John de Bruynhoff, then I highly recommend you check out Babar. So those are my thoughts on Babar, and tell me in the comments down below, have you seen Babar? And if you have, did you like this show? Did you hate this show? And what's your favorite animated series that features a king? Please let me know in the comments down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rowdy's Wild Animation Bliss, and I'll see you guys later. Hey animation fans, like this video? If you want to see more animated content from this channel, then please hit that big old animated subscribe button so that you can get more awesome content from this channel.